All right, guys, happy Monday. We are here in the second week of September, actually. September kicked off last week. And we are here for our weekly industry update. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm super excited because this year is going by crazy fast. A lot of things going on in the industry. And so we here track this literally every single week, right? So that you can understand what is actually going on and be able to explain it to people. Because that's the key, right? Is that they're hearing news and different stories from all different people. We want to be our buyers and sellers and the people in our sphere and our database. We want to be that voice of reason that gives them the real data versus them hearing it from other unreliable sources who aren't even looking at the numbers truly, right? So that's what we want to be for our database. That's why we do this every single week, is to keep us in the know on our four major counties. That's LA County, Orange County, San Bernardino County, and then Riverside County. So I'm not going to hold you. Let's hop right into it because we want to get the industry updates. So Los Angeles County, we are a 3% increase over last month on for sale properties. Now, keep in mind, you guys, we're talking about the first 7 days of the month. So we're comparing August 1st through the 7th to September 1st through the 7th, right? For sale properties that have gone on the market or are on the market, it's a 3% increase over last month. It's a 38.2% increase over last year at this point in the market. Now, over last year, we're talking about January until now, okay? As compared to last year, 2023, January until September 7th, all right? A 38.2% increase. So really what that's telling us is we've got more inventory on the market than we did last year. We were in a severe shortage. We've been in a severe shortage for a few years, and yet last year was even worse. We are doing better this year in terms of having inventory come on the market. Sold inventory is actually down 19.5% over last month, down 6.5% over last year, same time frame in September, first 7 days of the year, and a 1.5% increase overall. So we actually are seeing where we actually have more sold inventory. We have more closings over last year, which we would expect, right? If we have more inventory, we would expect more closings. All right. Pendants are down 25.6% over last month, down or up 0.3% over last year, same time frame in September, and up 2.5% overall. So in LA County, 3 of our 3 major sales trends are actually moving in the right direction, moving up. So for sale properties that are active on the market, sold that have actually closed, and pendants that have gone into escrow are all in the green. They have all gone up over last year. Okay, so that's wonderful. New listing inventory, no different. Although we're down 13.4% over last month, same time frame, and up 2.1% over last year, same time frame in September, and we are up 16.6% overall. So again, a good sign. We're moving in the right direction. So as compared to last year, we have more new listing inventory in LA County. Average active price has gone down 3.7% over last year. Over last month, down 10% over last year, same time frame in September, and down 10% overall. So we're talking about the active price, the price that the property's on the market for, right? What the seller is asking for. They're asking 10% less than they did last year. However, they are receiving 6.1% higher than they did last month, okay? 0.6% higher than they did last year, same time frame in September, and 4.4% higher than last year overall. So although they're asking 10% less, they are receiving 4.4% higher than they did last year. So don't go tell your sellers that the market has gone down 10%. And that they're going to receive 10% less than they would have had they sold last year. That is actually not true. Now, it may be true in some areas, and so therefore you got to be hyper local and know your neighborhood numbers, do your analysis, right? But definitely you want to tell them the truth that they're still receiving normal amounts of appreciation, anywhere between that 4% That 4 and like, 7% is like your normal amounts of appreciation. Above that, it's considered like accelerated appreciation. People are doing, people are extremely happy when they're getting above those levels. Months of inventory. Oh my, look at there. 3.9 months of inventory this month currently. We had 3 months of inventory last month, a 30.3% increase so far. Okay. 45.1% increase over last year, same time frame in September, and a 35.9% increase over last year. So last year we were at 2.2 months of inventory in Los Angeles at this point in the year. Currently we were at 3.3 months of inventory. Again, we are moving up that ladder. It appears we're moving up that ladder in terms of getting more into that normal market. It's going to take us getting in that 4 months of inventory category in order for us to be in a normal market, but we are moving in that right direction. All right, average days on market, 10.7% increase. We were at 28 days on market last month. We're at 31 days on market currently. Overall, a 9.1% decrease because last year we were at 33 days on market and currently we are at 30 days on market. Sold versus original list price. This is a number that our sellers are really dialed in on, as well as our buyers. Our sellers, why? Because they want to know how much they can expect. If I put my property on the market for $600,000, am I going to get that, right? Buyers are thinking, you know what? If I see a property for $600,000, is that how much I have to offer, or do I have to offer more, or can I offer less, right? And we all know that depends on the market and what's going on in the market, how many days, the property's been on the market, how many offers the person has, if they have any. Those all go into that decision. But right here is a good number to start with, which is sold versus original list price. Last month, sellers were getting 98% of their list price. That has gone down 3.1%. They are currently getting 95% of their list price. In LA County, last year, same time frame in September, they were getting 99%. And currently, again, these first 7 days of the month, they're getting 95%, which is a decrease of 4%. Overall, it is still an increase of 1% because last year, from January until September 7th, sellers were getting 97% of list price, and currently sellers are getting 98% of list price. So sellers are happy in LA County. They are still getting, almost 100% of their list price. This is something that you could share with your sellers. And again, being hyper local, you would know exactly what they are receiving in their neighborhood. How do you know that? Normally, you know that because of the fact that you're doing a CMA, a market analysis, right? And if you're doing a market analysis and you're selecting that person's neighborhood, you'll be able, the system does it automatically. It runs the analytics so that you would know what the days on market is, what the list versus sales price percentage is, what the variance is. You'll know all that because I don't know if anybody uses a CMA cloud CMA. It actually does that analysis for you if you bring in whatever properties you're looking at, your actives, your pendants, and your solds. It'll aggregate the data for you, analyze it, and it gives you that information. All right. So Orange County sales trend. Let's move on. For sale properties is up 5.5% over last month. Up 55.5% over last year, same time frame in September, or 55.4%, and same overall, it is up 55.4% overall. So for sale properties in Orange County has gone up even more than in LA County. So we have more inventory on the market this year than we did last year, which is needed terribly in Orange County because there is such a shortage in Orange County over all the other counties. Orange County leads us with the inventory shortage numbers. Okay, they have the most scarcity in the Orange County market. All right, sold properties is down 7.2% over last month, and it is up, however, 3.9% over last year. So sold properties is still moving in the right direction in Orange County. We've got more closings in Orange County, almost 4%. More closings than we did last year, which is great. Pendant properties has gone down 19.5% over last month. 6.9% down over last year, same time frame in September, and 3.2% up overall, okay? I'm sorry, did I say 6.9%? Yeah, increase over last year, same time frame in September, and a 3.2% increase overall. So appendage properties that have actually gone into escrow is actually up 3.2%, which is great over last year. Let's look at new listings. New listings is down 37.7% over last month. However, it has increased 14.4% over last year. Again, terribly needed, more inventory, the better in Orange County. So we are moving in the right direction in new listing inventory and on market inventory, right? So both categories are definitely moving in the right direction, which is great. We need it. Average active price has gone down 3.3% over last month, 1.4% over last year, same time frame in September. Oh, wait a minute. Did that one change? Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I got an outdated slide. We will come back to that. Yeah, we'll come back to that real quick. I'll try to update that, see if I can update that at the end. All right, so let's look at months of inventory. Months of inventory is actually up 18.8%. Is actually up 18.8%. We had 2.1 months of inventory last month, and we have 2.5 months of inventory currently, the first 7 days of the month. Overall, a 50.1% increase. Last year, we were at 1.4 days on market. Currently, we are at 2.1 days on market. As you guys can see, Orange County, unlike LA County has at least 3 months of inventory. Orange County is 2 months of inventory. We are farther away from being closer to that normal market in Orange County. And that's because there's just a scarcity of inventory in Orange County, right? Hence, probably the next slide that you're going to see is Orange County having higher appreciation potentially than in LA County. Okay, we'll start here. Let's look at our average days on market. Average days on market has gone up 4.3% over last month. We were at 23 days on market last month. We're at 24 days on market currently. However, overall, it's gone down 20%. So we were at 30 days on market last year, and now we're at 24 days on market, as we would expect, right? Is that if we have a market that has a lot of scarcity, you're going to see that your prices are still going to go. I mean, your average days on market is going to go down because people are getting out there and getting those properties very, very quickly. Now, we do have more inventory on the market. However, we're still not matching demand because we've got multiple offers out there all the time, especially in Orange County. There's just a lot of demand and a lot of competition out there in Orange County because there's such a scarcity of inventory. Sold versus original list price, no change over last month, 1% increase over last year, same time frame in September, and a 2.1% increase overall. So sellers were getting 97% of list price last year. They are currently getting 99% of list price. So sellers in Orange County are really happy. They have a lot of competition out there. So more than likely, you've got some that are getting 101, 102% of their sales price. And then you've got those who are getting the 98, 97%. Also, most sellers, I should say, in Orange County are happy. And remember, we have the influence over how to help our clients to come up with that list price and make sure that they are choosing a list price that's going to cause their property to sell, right? All right, let's look at Riverside County. Okay, I definitely want to go back and share that with you guys. All right, let's look at Riverside County real quick. Riverside County, we have got for sale properties going up 8.9% over last month. We've got 38.6% increase over last year, same time frame in September, and a 38.6% increase overall. So for sale properties in Riverside County have gone up, which is great. We've got more inventory. Sold properties are down 19.1% over last month and up 0.3% over last year. So Riverside County, I know, is one of the counties that had actually been tracking with only 2 of the 3 major sales trends being in the green. But as you can see today, having gotten through July and August, now pushing into September, now all 3 of our major sales trends have gone up. So that's good. and we're going to keep an eye on this. So sold properties has gone up 0.3% over last year. So properties that have actually closed escrow, I believe this is the number that was actually down. And pending properties has gone up 1.7% over last month. So in Riverside County now, they are tracking in the positive, which is great, meaning that our market has gotten a little bit better in the Riverside County area. Okay. All right, let's look at new listing inventory. New listing inventory has gone up 15% over last year as well. 24.7% decrease over last month, but remember, we're only tracking these first 7 days of the month. So we'll hopefully, as things progress in the month, you'll see more new listing inventory come on the market to bridge this gap here. Okay. So, however, overall, we're still in the green, 15% increase in new listing inventory in Riverside County. Average active price in Riverside County has gone down 2.9% over last month, 0.9% decrease over last year, same time frame in September, and a 0.9% decrease overall, which means that sellers are asking 0.9% less than they did last year. All righty, not a big change at all, right? However, they're receiving average sold price is up 5.9% over last month and 7.5% over last year, same time frame in September, and a 6.2% increase overall. So sellers in Riverside County are receiving 6.2% higher than they did last year. So they may be only asking 0.9% higher, but they are receiving they're asking 0.9% lower, but they're receiving 6.2% higher, which is still in that normal range of appreciation. So that is definitely a good sign. All right, let's look at our months of inventory. Months of inventory has gone up 38.9%. These first 7 days in the month over last month, that we were at 3.1 months of inventory at this point in the month in August. Currently, we were at 4.3 months of inventory. That is a good sign. However, just look at our current year-to-date numbers. We're 38% increase, which is great. We were at 2.1 months of inventory, and currently we are at 2.9 months of inventory. So that's wonderful. The only county probably that's going to outdo that, well, I don't know, San Bernardino County may, but I do know LA County currently is at 3 months, right, of inventory. So we're at right on its heels in Riverside County at 2.9 months of inventory. But the thing to note here is that it's moving in the right direction, that we're getting more inventory coming on the market, and we need it to keep going up, right? All right. Average days on market has gone up 2.8% over last month and gone down 6.7% over last year. Overall, we were at 45 days on market last year. We're at 42 days on market currently. Do not let 42 days on market fool you. If it's a good property, you're going to need to get your buyer to that property and get an offer in right away, right? Because the good ones go fast no matter what kind of market you're in. All right, sold versus original list price is down 1% over last month. Down no change over last year, same time frame in September, I'm sorry, and no change over last year overall. So sellers were getting 97% of list price last year. They are getting 97% of list price currently in Riverside County. Again, sellers are happy because they are getting close to 100% of their list price. All right, let's talk about San Bernardino County. San Bernardino County and Riverside County are normally our slower areas, although people are migrating out there, which makes them in demand, right? So we're seeing their numbers pick up. So for sale properties is up 3.9% over last month, up 32.1% over last year, same time frame in September, and up 32.1% overall. Okay, so for sale properties that have actually that are actually on the market has actually gone up. Has actually gone up 32.1% overall. Okay, so we are seeing more inventory on the market in San Bernardino County to the tune of 32%. For sold properties has gone down 23.8% overall. I'm sorry, compared to last month, 19% compared to last year, same time frame in September, decrease, and a 2.2% decrease overall. So sold properties has gone down 2.2% at this point in the year. Hopefully we will start to see this rebound because they are saying that fall is going to bring about some sales. a robust sales market. So we're going to see, right? Because here, as you can see in San Bernardino County, unlike the other counties, everybody is moving in the right direction with increases in 3 of our major sales trend. That's for sale, sold, and pendants. San Bernardino County is only 1 for 3, right? So 2.2% decrease on sold properties. We have less sold properties than last year. However, we have more inventory. And we have 0.2% decrease in pendants. Properties that have actually gone into escrow has gone down 0.2%, right? So we are not moving in the right direction. San Bernardino County, we have more people staying on the sidelines and looking to see what's going to happen, more than likely with interest rates and with the economy, with the election. Okay. All right. So new listing inventory has gone down 30.2% over last month. However, it is still up 13.4% overall, which is a good sign, right? We still are seeing strong new listing inventory numbers. So that's good. 13.4% increase over last year. Average active price has gone down 2.1% over last month. However, it's up 0.6% over last year. Okay, so sellers in San Bernardino County are asking 0.6% higher than they did last year. And they're receiving 6.4% higher than they did last year. So San Bernardino County is happy, right? All the counties are happy because all of them are moving in the right direction when it comes to appreciation. Some people will try to tell you that the market is going down and that, and they are talking about potentially sales numbers. However, we see that we're definitely still moving in the right direction as it relates to sold prices, right? As it relates to their appreciation. As you can tell, we're anywhere between 4 to 7% appreciation across all the counties. So that's a good sign for our home sellers. Absorption rates. So San Bernardino County is the highest among all the counties in terms of months of inventory. Over last month is a 42.8% increase. We were at 3.7 months of inventory last month. We're at 5.3 months of inventory currently. Again, first 7 days of the month, though. We're just comparing that. All righty. And then overall, a 36.5% increase. We were at 2.7 months of inventory last year. We're at 3.7 months of inventory currently at this time in the market. So, I'm sorry, at this time in the year. So we are moving in the right direction in San Bernardino County. The closest to being a normal market is San Bernardino County. All right. So if you're looking for things to be in a more normal, meaning supply meets demand, you're going to see that more in San Bernardino County than any other county. Let's see. Average days on market has gone up 8.6% over last month. We were at 35 days on market last month. We're at 38 days on market currently. And overall, a 9.5% decrease. Last year, we were at 42 days on market. Currently, we are at 38 days on market. Okay, again, don't let that fool you because properties do go faster than that. Sold versus original list price, a 14% increase. Last month, first 7 days of August, we were at 86% of list price. Currently, sellers are getting 98% of list price, which sounds more close to what we're seeing in the market, right? And then a zero change among last year, same time frame in September. So this comparing this first 7 days of September to last September first 7 days, no change, 98% of list price, and no change overall. Sellers were getting 98% of their list price last year. They're currently getting 98% of their list price in San Bernardino County. So sellers are happy. And for your buyers, you have to educate them that more than likely they're going to have to bring a full price offer unless that property's been sitting on the market for any length of time. And then as you can see, you might be able to get it for a little bit less. Okay. All right. So now, any questions about the numbers? No questions? We good? All right. So we've got classes. You guys know group coaching has been canceled for today. There will be no group coaching today. But we do have other things like tomorrow. We have conversations and real play with Diana Carbajal. Then we have our office hours with Ed. Remember, office hours are just that. They're actually for you to come and ask questions of Ed. Bring your questions, bring your curiosities, things that you guys bring your hypothetical situations. He's there to answer those questions. That's kind of our time with him. So make sure that you bring those questions ready for him. He'll answer any of them, all righty? And then we do have our tech workshop, Managing Listings with Eileen, and that's tomorrow night, hands-on workshop, all right? Then we've got the buyer presentation workshop with Diana Carbajal. That's going to be from 11 to 1. And that is on September 11th, which is Wednesday, all right? So make sure that you are there. If you have any questions about how to present your value, how to do your actual buyer presentation. If you guys have not done your buyer presentation, this is a perfect class for you to come and to get it done. It's a hands-on workshop. So this is not going to be where you're just going to sit there and listen to a lecture. No, you're going to be getting in there and actually pulling out your buyer presentation. At the end of this month, we want to know who's got their buyer presentation, and we're going to be giving out special prizes and you've got to be able to show proof. All right. All right. We've got our tech workshop also on Wednesday. I think we're moved. Yeah, we've got our tech workshop right after Diana Carvajal's class. Because if you need further help with doing your buyer presentation, that'll be the great time for you to get that help. All right, Dial for Dollars with Victor is going to be on Thursday at 5 p.m. And then you guys, we have a special Coffee with a Capper with Tiffany Chang. Tiffany is amazing. Her business is built by design. And Tiffany is a capper. She caps every year for like the past 7 years. And she's going to talk about how she does that and how she's built her life and incorporated her real estate business, but how she keeps her main thing, which is her family. And she's still able to be a capper and still able to add value to her clients every single day. Like she was telling me last week, I talk to people every single day. So she's not a slacker. Definitely come and hear her story and ask her questions. Put on your calendar, save the date. The bonfire is Thursday, September 19th. That's next week, I believe, yeah. And make sure that you sign up to bring something at the front desk or click on the link and you can type in what you want to bring, but make sure that you do that, all right? It's always a good time. It's fun, so come out and celebrate. Kind of like our end of summer celebration, if you will. And it's with our Huntington Beach office. So any questions about any of that? Anything that I just talked about? Good. All right. Good deal. Industry news. Just some quick things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Why the market is primed for a mini rally this fall. Most of you guys know why the market is primed for a mini rally. And I love that you know, because you've been watching this and you've been following this. So what do we know? We know that interest rates are the lowest that they've been in quite some time now. And that the Fed, as of this week, may go ahead and lower the Fed rate again, or may lower the Fed rate. If they do that, it may correlate or correspond into a mortgage rate decrease. So we're hoping for that. Right now, we're sitting like, in the low 6s, upper 5s, which is wonderful. So that's one of the reasons why they feel like we may be primed for a mini rally, is because interest rates are estimated to go down or predicted to go down maybe once or twice this year. So, okay, so be on the lookout for that. You got to be talking to your buyers about that and your sellers, because it has implications for both. All right. They're saying that our inventory levels are high, right? So we've got inventory that's highest that has been since May 2020. So we've got more inventory on our market than we've had in the last 3 years, right? So we've got inventory, interest rates may go down, and demand is picking up. So mortgage applications have actually gone up. New mortgage applications have actually gone up. So that means what? People are getting pre-approved to buy a home, okay? So what does all that correspond to? That creates a mini rally for this fall, that we may actually see our sales go up, okay? So that's what they're predicting, just based on that information. All right. And then looking at our vulnerable markets, and this is just something to watch. And this is just something that that Adam, which is a reporting company, they report based on they deem a vulnerable market as based on the market's affordability, underwater mortgages, home equity, foreclosures, and the unemployment rate in that particular market. Okay, those are the factors that they're looking at to see if, or to evaluate if it is an actual vulnerable market. And based on that, Chicago and New York are the most vulnerable markets. However, they did note that there are some areas in California, 12 California counties made the list: Butte, Humboldt, Solana, Shasta, Kern, Kings, Madera, Merced, San Joaquin, Stanislaus, Riverside, and San Bernardino counties all made the list of vulnerable markets. Okay, so we'll be looking at that because they're looking at affordability, underwater mortgages, home equity, foreclosures, and unemployment, right? So when you're looking at that, there's opportunity for your buyers to buy in those markets. If there's a downturn, you've got buyers sitting on the sidelines, they could potentially get a deal in those markets, and you could potentially help out sellers who are either underwater or facing foreclosure to be able to sell their properties. So there's a lot of opportunity there. And we're going to be talking with Jorge Mesa, who's our Pacific Coast title, who has been talking about pre-foreclosures and all of that for months now. So we're going to talk to him a little bit more about that Riverside and San Bernardino County opportunity. All right. Any questions about that? No? All right. Mortgage rates plunged to the lowest level in 15 months. Just wanted you guys to be aware. Again, I know we're saying the same things, but it is just so important because as the industry leaders here in our market, we want to be telling our buyers and sellers what is going on, and mortgage rates have plunged to the lowest in 15 months. They are closer to 6%. And if you're an FHA buyer, they're actually in the 5s already. Okay. So let your buyers know that interest rates are going down and that they have opportunity to get back into this market before they go down anymore, and it causes that buyer frenzy that we're believing will happen. But definitely it is the lowest that it has been in the last 15 months. Buyers are still in that wait and see mode because they're saying, oh, you know what? We heard about the Fed lowering it again. We want to see what's going to happen with this election. A lot of folks are on the sideline because of the election. So they are sitting and waiting. However, once November hits and we know who's going to be the president of the United States, we know what, the interest rates are going down. The Fed lowers the rate, you guys. We could potentially have that windfall of buyers going into the market, and your buyer who was already on the fence could be priced out of the market because house prices are going to go up, right? So that is the potential. That is the potential. So yeah, so that's what they're saying. They say inventory remains higher than in recent years. So if buyers decide to act later this year, sales could rebound, right? So a lot of the same. Any questions about any of this? Thanks, guys, for hanging on. Yes, Amanda, please.
Hi, Brandy. Can you repeat the last part? You said that after the election, home prices will go up, but the interest rates might drop?
Sure. So yes, what we were saying is that after the election, after all the reasons why buyers are sitting on the sideline, right? So the reasons why buyers are saying they're sitting on the sideline right now is interest rates are still a little bit higher, elevated. They want to see that if they're going to go down because they've heard that the Fed is going to cut the rate, and that may have an impact on mortgage rates, right? So yeah, buyers are sitting on the sidelines for that. Buyers are sitting on the sidelines because they're looking at the election and they're trying to figure out what's going to happen. And so they're sitting on the sidelines for that, right? So if buyers decide the interest rates do go down and the election one way or the other, right? Doesn't matter. The election, as far as the election, it's just uncertainty in terms of who it's going to be. But the reality is once all that goes away and we see that interest rates have gone down, whomever is elected, then buyers could potentially all decide to jump back in to the market. If they decide to jump back into the market because interest rates have gone down, right? Then guess what? house prices typically are going to go up because you're going to have more buyers in the market. So house prices typically, interest rates and house prices normally have an inverse relationship, meaning when interest rates go down, house prices go up. When interest rates go up, house prices go down, typically. Okay. We have been in a little bit of a crazy market. However, you want to make sure, again, you're telling your buyers, hey, get in now, because you can always refinance on the interest rate, right? Get in now before the interest rates go down and you have to compete. Right now, there's less competition. That's what we were talking about, Amanda. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that helps a lot. Thank you, Brandy.
Of course, of course. Anybody else got any questions? Okay, well, you guys have a wonderful Monday. Have a great week. Go out there and crush it. Go out there and talk to some people, make an impact. Let us know if we can support you if you need us, all right? Have a good week. See you soon.
Thank you, Brandy.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're
Bye,
very
everyone. Thank you.
welcome, guys. Bye-bye.